Hi everyone, Fox 61 Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank here on the Weather Watch. We have two Weather Watch alerts, one for late tonight into Saturday morning, especially for areas of western Connecticut and the higher elevations where roads could turn slippery overnight into Saturday morning. We have another alert for late Monday night into Tuesday for another storm that could potentially be more problematic for us. But let's take first things first, and we're going to start off with tonight's system, beginning as rain, transitioning over to snow tonight into Saturday morning. We'll talk about accumulations in just a little bit, but we'll see the least in the valleys and the Connecticut shoreline and the most in the western hills. Some light snow lingering into Saturday morning, and then we'll dry things out. Here's a look at the future radar as we head through the evening. Because temperatures were so warm out there today, many areas actually begin as rain. The exception is the northwest hills that go over to snow fairly quickly, but noticing as we head through the night, more areas are transitioning over to snow, but the shoreline and valley locations are the last areas to do so. And even when we do go over to snow, it may be harder for it to accumulate because look at these temperatures that are significantly above freezing. But we do all transition over to snow, even the Connecticut shoreline as we head through the overnight hours. I think the heaviest will be overnight. Steady snow possible through 7 or 8 a.m. After that, there could be some lingering flurries or lighter snow showers. It should be over with, though, as we head through the middle of the day. In terms of slippery roads, I think that'll be the biggest concern in western areas, again, especially as you head up in elevation. But there is a very strong March sun angle this time of year that can really help us out, especially with temperatures like this, too. Heading into, let's take a look at that snowfall forecast first. 2 to as much as 4 inches possible for most of the area that's west of I-91. But there could be up to 5 inches isolated in some areas, especially in some of the higher elevations. At the immediate shoreline, we're forecasting anywhere from a coating up to an inch or 2. But again, at the immediate shoreline, southeastern Connecticut and valley locations, we may struggle even just to get a coating. There could be an inch or 2, though, up in the northeastern hills of Connecticut. Here's one of our computer models kind of showing what could be reasonable. As soon as you head into the hills of western Hartford County, that's where you start to see those snowfall totals really go up. But in the valley locations, shoreline, southeastern Connecticut, we struggle to accumulate. For the Hartford Parade on Saturday, we're looking at fine conditions. Will be close to 40 degrees. There is a chance for maybe a lingering flurry, but we should be dry by that point. But as people are kind of gearing up and getting ready, that's when there could be kind of some lingering leftover light snow showers across the area. But by the time it's kicking off, I think we're drying things out. For the second half of the weekend on Sunday, we're up close to 50 degrees with lots of sunshine. Then here is Weather Watch alert number 2. This one is for late Monday night into Tuesday. A potential nor'easter, heavy rain, snow, gusty winds, all possible depending on the track. And you might be wondering, how do we even know this is definitely going to happen this far out? There is just that good of agreement that we're going to get something out of this system. The question is just what are the exact impacts? Even coastal flooding possible, again, depending on where the storm wants to go. This ends up developing as one area of low pressure comes out of the Ohio Valley, another one coming up from the Carolinas merges, and it looks like it merges really close to southern New England. There's not a ton of cold air in place, so much like we see very often for March storms here in New England, elevation is going to play a very big role. Where there is the greatest confidence of 6 inches or more, which is a significant amount of snow, we already have high confidence in that in the northwest hills. But for areas outside of the hills, the forecast is more challenging, which likely could feature a mix of at times heavy rain, maybe even some heavy snow, depending on where this wants to track. If it tracks a little bit farther offshore, that would be a colder solution for us, but closer to us would allow some warmer air to get involved. So we'll be watching this very closely as we head through the weekend, and we'll keep you posted every step of the way. Someone's going to get a lot of snow from this, again, especially interior New England and especially in the higher terrain. It looks like it's really favored with this system in particular. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast, and as we head towards the end of the week, temperatures are climbing again into the mid to upper 40s, close to 50 as we head towards this time next week. Have a great weekend.